Greetings everybody and welcome back to Final Fantasy IX, where I actually did miss the bronze vest. It was in the industrial district, literally right next to the pub. Like, there's the sign to the pub, and it's like, this is the Doom pub. And then right next to that there is a bronze vest lying on the ground. So there you go, let's equip that. And it gives us the ability Jelly, which allows you to, it grants immunity to, let's see if we're going to remember, Petrify, I believe? That makes sense, I think. Anyways, as you can also see, we have a new party member, Freya. And, yeah, she's very similar to Steiner in her equipment. As you can see, she wears heavy armor. So she's more of an attacker. She uses spears, and I'm going to equip this coral ring that we got for her winning the Festival of the Hunt, which actually grants her an ability of hers. So yeah, it's much better to get the coral ring. Not only does it absorb thunder elements, it has tons of good stuff on it, and that you normally wouldn't be able to get till much later in the game. So yeah. Other than that, let's get a better helm on you. I guess. Oh shoot, Steiner must have the other helm. Oh well, we'll give you an iron helm then. That'll work. Let's go through this real quick. Cover she has, as you can see, take damage in place of the ally. It's pretty much like Zaiden's Protect Girls ability, but it works for everyone instead of just a select few. I'm probably not going to make too much use of it right now, though, so. And I'm also going to stick Freya in the front rather than the rear. If you have her in the back, she can jump, which is actually pretty decent of an attack. Right now, though, her normal attack is going to be doing pretty much just as much damage, so I'm just going to keep her in the front and do that. She can take the hits. She has enough defense, so there you go. Now, I did mention that we're going to go to the Gizemlu Grotto, but there's some things we're going to take care of beforehand, now that we have free roam of the map here a little bit. As you can see, there is the Chocobo's forest over here that we spotted, and we're also going to head straight to this marsh area here for some other hidden stuff. So we're probably not going to get to Gizemlu today, but we'll be doing some fun stuff. So I think you guys will still enjoy it. And here we are in Q's Marsh, or Q's maybe, I don't know. I always called it Q's Marsh. And you may recognize this scenery a little bit, and the music. And hey, look who it is. It's Moggy and Mogster. So yeah, if ever you want to review anything of the tutorials, it's all here. So there you go. And you can find him, I believe this is the only marsh you find him in. So yeah, anyways, let's keep exploring some more here. If we go in this tall grass, I like that your character kind of disappears, you just see the grass ruffling. And what the heck is that? Looks like that thing that we saw in Alexandria in the cooking area. What do you have to say? Hungry. Well, all I see around here is frogs. Maybe you'll take one of those? I guess we can catch this frog here and see if that works. Do you want this frog? What happened to the music? We did get a frog. Oh, okay. Agreed, Zaiden. What the heck are you? And hey, it's a named character. So yes, this is actually a party member you can get here. I believe you will get it later on in the game, but automatically. But you can recruit it here earlier, which is definitely going to be a huge help, so I highly recommend doing this. And yeah, its name is Quina. The reason I keep calling it, by the way, is the game doesn't really tell you what gender Quina is. Sometimes it'll refer to Quina as him or he, other times it'll say like she, and a lot of the time it'll just refer to like she, he, like it uses both to describe Quina, so who knows what the heck, it's just a weird character. And here we have Quail. Are you a bird, sir? Apparently he is disappointed in Quina's lack of eating ability. He walks really funny. The art of eating? Is there such a thing? Oh, jeez. Oh. So you have been in Alexandria. Oh, gosh. These characters are just so bizarre. I don't know how to accurately describe them. Oh, jeez, he's throwing like a little tantrum there. Oh, so they need to eat lots of frogs, huh? Okay. Well, yeah, alright, why not? We could use another party member, I suppose. Yeah, there probably is, somewhere out there. Oh, I guess, whatever. Okay. Okay, that's all I'm going to say to that. Huh? What's up, BB? Took the words right out of my mouth, Sidon. Oh. Well, that's odd. Okay. Well, maybe we should go talk to him. Maybe we can find out something. Vivi did say his grandpa was dead, but maybe he can tell us more about him. I wouldn't say there's something on your face per se. I think it's just the general face itself. Oh, sure you don't. Vivi doesn't. He sees right through his deceit. So you're from the same tribe, but you don't know him. I see. Yeah, Zaiden's like, you sure about that? Okay, dude. Alright, I guess we'll just have to leave it. He doesn't seem to be cooperating with us. I always expect him to make some silly face or do some really bizarre thing when Vivi does that quick look back. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Anyways, let's take a look here. As you can see, we have Quina in our party now. And she comes, he comes, it comes with a fork, and that's it. Luckily, we have a needle fork, which we stole from that Zognol back there in the Festival of the Hunt. And you'll notice that both of them have the High Tide ability. All of Quina's weapons have the same ability, which is High Tide, which when you activate it, will allow you to get into trance faster. So it's a pretty nice ability. Let's just do this for now. And there you go. So yeah, and it definitely is extremely useful for Quina, because her trance ability is probably the most beneficial of the trance abilities. Like, there's some that are more useful for battles and everything, but when dealing with Quina specifically, her trance, its trance, is extremely useful, which I'll show off in a minute here after, let's finish up this little scene quick. Sure, I guess. What the heck. That quail guy did say that catching frogs was the key to growth, so let's catch a few. This is actually a mini-game that we will be able to go through, and if I can catch another one here. There we go. You'll see. Whoa, where'd you come from? I guess we're working hard. We just kind of caught some frogs. We got some ore. So yeah, this is how this mini-game works. You catch frogs, and you will get rewards depending on the amount of frogs you've caught from quail there. Unfortunately, there is a limited number of frogs in these marshes, and as you can see, there's both male and female. You can kind of tell because the females will have black markings on them, and the males will just kind of be normal green. What you'll want to do is keep at least one male and one female in the pond, because if you catch too many of them, they will respawn, but it will take longer for them if you don't leave at least one of each left over. So, yeah, don't go too crazy. There are more marshes, though, that you can find around the world, and So yeah, there's more places than just here to catch frogs, but yeah, I think that's enough for now. I'll be doing a lot more of this off screen. Whoops, there we go. I'm not sure like if I'll show like all the catching or how much of I'm gonna show. If I'll show just getting the items, I'm not sure how I'm gonna deal with that yet. I'll kind of deal with it, I guess, more as it comes. But so there's that, and let's move Quina here back to the back row. Quina, as you'll see when we get into a battle, is more of a mage than a physical fighter. Her damage can actually, I mean, she can do some decent damage when in the front row, but it's pretty much randomized. Sometimes she'll do a really huge amount, and sometimes it'll be like a really small amount. So I generally just keep her in the back row and use her for mage abilities, which if we can get her to get a turn here, you'll see what he can do. Just attack. And yeah, we have blue magic here, which, how this works, if you know any Final Fantasy games, blue magic is usually done by, you learn enemy skills, and it's usually done by, the enemy attacking you with a certain ability, and then you learn that ability. However, in Final Fantasy IX, it's done a little differently. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do this. What you have to do is you have to weaken... Oh, shoot. Yeah. You have to weaken an enemy down to about 1/8 of its max HP, and then use the Eat command with Quina. And if that monster has a specific ability that you can learn from it, you will then learn that ability. Where trance comes into this is when Quina goes into trance, her Eat becomes Cook, I believe, and instead of having to knock the enemy down to a quarter or 1/8 HP, you can knock them down to a quarter HP and have the command work. And another battle here. I might leave this in if I get a chance to actually get an ability. Otherwise, I'll probably just cut it out. Oh, these guys, I might actually get a chance here. You can attack this one. You can eat that one. Let's see if that works out, hopefully. Ooh, I think this might work out, actually. You can just take care of that. Come on, work. Aha, there you go. So there you see, you can eat a monster and learn a special ability from it, and then Quina will be able to access her blue magic and use said ability, which is pretty cool. And of course, like, once you eat a foe and learn their ability, then you have that ability permanently. You don't have to like keep eating it or anything like that. You get it for good. And we get to see it shown off here. So this is what the same ability that Quina just learned there from eating the guy. It's a water attack against all enemies, which is pretty nice. It's a pretty nice ability. The blue magic you can get is generally very useful. Quina is a hard member to use because you have to learn. It's so hard to learn her abilities, but the abilities she does learn are extremely useful. So I would definitely recommend her as a strong character. Pretty much everyone though in this game is a strong character. But I probably won't be using her though for this playthrough. I have some other interesting plans for my final party. But we'll see more of Quina as the game progresses. Now that we've done that though, we'll move on to the Chocobo's forest over here. There are enemies here. There's lots of abilities Quina can learn. Oh shoot. And we're back. I'm not going to show really any more battles because we've got other stuff to do and I don't want to take up too much time. As I was saying though, there's a lot of abilities Quina can learn in this area, and I'll be listing all of those in the description of the video, and as well as the enemies you can... Ugh. Freaking Vice stole my potion in that battle. Didn't get it back. Also to note, is that the enemies can actually be pretty tough in this general area, so keep your wits about you when you're fighting them, and don't hesitate to heal yourself. Anyways, let's head on to this forest before we get any more sidetracked from what we need to accomplish here. Oh hey, it's a Chocobo, and a Moogle. Kupo! Mean, or Mene? I don't know. The master of the forest, huh? Well. So that's Choco. Choco. This is Chocobo's forest. How fun. Yeah. An ugly girl, huh? Okay. Yeah. That seemed to be the only route that she could take unless she's crossing the sea or something. We are kind of in a hurry. Oh. Come on, little Chocobo. He doesn't seem too keen on helping us. Whoa! Alright. And this is just kind of explaining how the Chocobos work. So, now that we have these glacial greens, we can actually... He mentioned some Chocobo footprints outside the forest. They're literally, like, right outside the forest. You'll see here in a second. And... they are right here. Yeah, so anytime you see tracks like these, if you go into the menu, and let's arrange these real quick. If you go into the menu and use the Glacial Greens, you'll get this little message, and huzzah, you get a Chocobo right next to you. This is now, we now have a Chocobo, essentially. We can do this anytime as long as we have Glacial Greens and some footprints. And as long as you're riding on a Chocobo, you will not have any enemy encounters, which can be really useful. But that's not all we can do here. If you go back into the forest, we'll get another little event, which you'll see what will happen. No, apparently the Chocobo is in a much better mood now. I guess because we fed it? Yeah, so what the heck's with this big secret you were talking about? Yeah, well, we're pretty awesome. Wait. That seemed to contradict itself. He said that, like, they choose a master and they never leave them, but yet then he just left his master because his master sucked. Well, whatever. Apparently, Chocobos have treasure-seeking abilities, and he's kind of explaining another little minigame that we get to play here. And we're actually going to try this out. This is, oh my gosh, this is probably one of my favorite minigames of all time. For a number of reasons. One of which is the music, as you can see. I'll explain all this. So what happens, we're essentially playing hot and cold, and by pressing the square button, we'll get these little messages. And when you get this, this crazy one, that means you're really close, and you do that, and then mash square, basically, and you'll get items. So this is kind of like an item collecting little hot and cold game here. You can get lots of really great stuff from this game. Pretty much everything you can find around here, from potions to like status recovering items and Phoenix Downs, all kinds of stuff. Gil, pretty much everything. But there's also another point to playing this game, which I'm not sure how many of these I'll have to play to show this off here. But there's some rare items you can do by playing this game, and it is one of the only ways to get some of the best items in the game from. There we go. Alright. As you'll notice, we do have a timer in the upper corner. We have a minute to try and find what we can. We'll get points for it, and also by getting points, you'll raise the Choco's Beak level, which will allow you to dig faster, essentially. Let's try and play another game of these. I'll probably cut out these games until I find what I'm trying to show off, but there's one specific item that you can find here that you want to pay attention to. So let's see if we can find it. And where the heck is it? There we go. Sometimes these can be really finicky with where they are. Sometimes you can find them right away, and sometimes it takes forever. It's just kind of up in the air, really. I guess we're going up here? Nope. I guess we're going over here, then. Yeah, there we go. Oh, well. Ugh, there we go. Must be around here somewhere. Come on. There we go. Oh, yes, I think we found what we're looking for. When you find things that are buried really, really deep, like this, it means you found something really rare. And in this case, we found a stone with patterns. And we get a little bonus and some stuff, and we get a Beak level up, cool beans. So that is what you want to, that's what I want to pay attention to, or was looking for rather. Let this game run out, see if I can find another item here. And apparently not. I'll also note now that if you manage to collect 4 items before time runs out, you'll get an extra 10-second bonus, and you'll get to play a little longer. But let's find out what this stone with patterns is. Picture of a location. So yeah, this is kind of, as you can see, he's going to call it a chocograph. And, okay, apparently Choco's been searching for these chocographs his entire life. Well, no. Anyways, what's going to happen with these, if we take a look at it, we can see that it has a little bit of a picture of an area. And, let's try and get out of here. There we go. If you go on the world map, when you find these chocographs, there's multiple ones you can find. Like, this is not the only one you can find. There's a whole bunch of them. And, once you collect one, if you go on the world map, you can open this up and select it. And then basically you try and find where this picture is located. So, this one, the first one's really easy. As you can probably tell, it's a stream, a big open area. Let's see if I can actually get the, exact picture here, maybe? Something like, this, it looks like. Maybe a little more like this. There you go. So yeah, as you can see, we're kind of in the general area. Whoa, I can't believe I just found it like that. Anyways, it'll be essentially the same thing as Chocobo Hot and Cold, which we just played, where, the closer you get to it when you press square, you'll get increasing quays of intensity, and, eventually you'll find a treasure chest with tons of items, as you can see. And usually they'll have, at the very end, one item or a set of items that's very rare or very useful. In this case, those Germanus boots, which are very nice to have at this stage in the game. Now, there's actually a couple chocographs we can collect right now. You can't collect all of them right now. There'll be some limits to it, but this is a huge mini-game. It involves a lot of stuff, and we're definitely going to be continuously revisiting it throughout the entire game. Some of it I'll be doing off-screen, probably a lot of it. I'll be showing all of the actual collection of the items that the chocographs lead to on-screen, though. But, so yeah, I'm not sure how much I'll do right away, but I'll be doing a bunch of that later on. Anyways, that's pretty much what I want to show right now. Those couple mini-games, we got introduced to some big mini-games of the game. And I think we're at here is Gizmo Grotto. We can't enter it with the Chocobo, though. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I think this is a good place to stop the episode. So yeah, we didn't get a whole lot done, but well, there'll be plenty of action in the following videos. So thanks you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you then. Later.